Hello, 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 incredible greetings. Incredible greetings. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Today is the day. Do you guys know what today is? Hello, hello, hello. I gotta go over here and check my distribution over here, which I don't even see my video. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, let's see. There we go. Let's change that to public. And where am I? Okay, there it is here. Oh, I gotta bring this. Wait a minute. Okay, the microphone was way over here. I'm like, wait, it's not connected. I forgot. I put it on my trap mic, my one to move over there because I have one that's on, that's like this, but the cord is the same. So when I was over there, I forgot I moved it. I'm like, wait a minute, why is this not lit up? Can they hear me? Because y'all know I'm notorious for, I'll just put it right here for now. I am notorious for not knowing that I am muted. And I'm just talking away, and you guys hear absolutely nothing. So, hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. What are you ready for, Gifted by London? What is today? What are you ready for? Because you put ready. Q&A? Q&A where? Here? It is Friday. And Friday is a very important day for me and some of you. Hello. Incredible greetings. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Each and every person. Incredible greetings. Does anybody know what today is? Do you know what today is? Do you know what today is? I'm super excited. Who else is it? Who knows what today is and is just as excited as I am for today? Who knows what today is? It's no. No, not my anniversary. Well, no, technically it's still not the anniversary for that either. So are you serious? Thank you for saying that. My kids moved my laptop So I don't have it near me, and that's normally how I do kind of like the plugins. But I might do it from here though. But yeah. Hey, just say. Oh wait, there he goes. Hey, just say. Hello, city girl. Period. Ready and waiting. Okay, so some of you guys know what today is. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see a couple people who wrote what it is, but they're on different platforms. I want to wait and see. Do you know what today is? Or has Facebook and YouTube been playing around with your notifications and you haven't been seeing my posts, you haven't been seeing my videos? So basically, Facebook and YouTube have you living under a rock for what's about to go down today. If Facebook and YouTube have you living under a rock and you don't know what's going to go down today, raise your hand. Say me. Hey, Hans, how art thou? Who's been living under a rock? Because they've been tripping on your been with my notifications. Oh, so you haven't heard all week about what's happening today? Nope, you haven't heard what's happening. You haven't heard what's happening to you. We did socks yesterday. See, your notifications are really off. We did socks yesterday. You got to go back and watch. I did a free 2-hour class, start to finish. Even showed how to make your own jig. So you got to go back and watch that one. If you have a desire to do socks, it should be really easy to find. You go to my channel, go to live though, and it should be there. Or since you're on Facebook, if you click on my profile picture, I go to my name, it's at the top because it's the pinned post. Just go into the comment section and you'll see the link to watch the video on the socks. Hope to see me later. Okay. You've been living under a rock. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got to watch that one. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's because I didn't cut anything out. You're watching me like cut the jig, put the heat tape on. I'm doing like a lot of teaching, random, so certain issues, but it lets you know like what to expect, right? Like you're not going to be so frustrated if you go do your socks and it takes you like a little bit longer than what you anticipated. Like you're getting to see me even struggle through some things. So it gives you a realistic look at how long it could take to do. How many socks? We didn't even do like pairs of socks. I did the other half of it. So we did what? 4 socks in 2 hours. I mean, of course, I'm teaching a lot with it as well. And the next time you go make a sock, you won't have to make a jig from scratch. But yeah, like we were on for like 2 hours for me to do 4 socks. Front and back though, but yeah, so. I need to go follow you on all social media platforms you do. I'm still working on, which I should have gone live on IG. I'm not big on IG. I have not, I don't know if it's just because the generation I'm a part of, I haven't quite crossed over into the Instagram part of it, but I am on TikTok under, originally it was Shakia the Professor 365, but once we did our TikTok shop, I think it kind of shows both. So it'll say HS Inc. So no matter what, you can always find us by searching HS Inc 365 anywhere. Like I've done a great job of branding that. And then of course on Facebook, honestly speaking, like the business pages, they're there. But I do a lot from just Shakia Lavelle. So, and then of course, YouTube, Silaholics Anonymous, and then Honestly Speaking. But my Linktree that's there literally has all of the platforms that you can follow me on. Hey, Miss Gladys. All right. What is today? Today, I think someone put it. Wait, I think, let me see. Did you put it, LaShonda? I'm going to use your comment because I like how you wrote it. It's our first live of 2024 in Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. I've done a lot of classes. I've done classes on memorial designs. We did the challenge on learning vectors. We did the challenge for party favors and banners. We've done face off to like be able to change out faces and stuff. We've done the switch up. All these classes you can still purchase on our website. What else have we done class wise? We did the design challenges, right? Where we did like tracing. We've done like all of that stuff. And as much as I love it, right? In those classes, when you get people who are very new, right? They're very, very new to using Silhouette Studio. They sometimes want more like, well, what is subtract? I'm still having a problem understanding compound path. I absolutely love teaching the basics. It's something about when a student or a crafter, a creator, or as I like to call each and every one of you, even if you don't feel like you are, all of my graphic designers, right? Because you're going to get there. You're putting graphics together to go on a tumbler, go on a shirt, go on a mug, go on a keychain, go on a bookmark, go on, whatever it is, go on a chip bag, go on a hoodie, a skirt, a jacket, an invitation. You are a graphic designer. You will be one, right? And it's just something about when it all clicks, setting that right foundation, getting to know the tools. This is where I really go deep, go deep, so deep. I think it's how it goes. So I started doing essentials a while ago, right? This is maybe the 30-day training was maybe my fourth time doing an essentials to Silhouette Studio, right? Before it was like your ultimate video reference guide. And it was like, it went from 4 hours to like 6 hours to like 8 hours. And then we did the 30-day challenge. Well, the 30-day, at first it was called the 30-day challenge, but I didn't want to necessarily make people feel like they had to get it done in 30 days, right? I was just teaching it. But at that time, the word challenge was really, really popular amongst coaches and mentors. So that was like the trigger word. That was the key word. That's the word that was bringing everybody in is, ooh, a challenge, a challenge, a challenge. I absolutely despise using the word because I'm like, this is not a challenge. I want it to be something that you're going to go and learn. Like I wanted it to be education. But if I wanted to play in these teaching streets, I had to use that word challenge. So when it first came out, it was the 30-day challenge. But I'm like, that's just not me. It has grown to, Essentials to Silhouette Studio. Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. Are you going to master it in 30 days? Of course not. But I broke down the software, the fundamentals, the foundation over the course of 30 days. 25 days of really setting that foundation. And then the last 5 days was, let's bring this all together. But I only did that one time. I did it for 30 days and I would do things here and there. People would always ask me, when are you going to do this again? And I would always say, never, because it took so much out of me. When we did that 30 days, I was with those students Sunday to Sunday, Sunday to Saturday, every single week from the 1st of March to the 30th of March, every single day. But I never, ever, ever went back to that. I would just do classes that are beginner friendly about teaching you how to design. I tried to promote and push and encourage you guys, go get the 30-day training. If you want to learn Silhouette Studio, either you're going to go through and filter through a lot of my YouTube videos that have been out for 9 years, or you can go get this training where every single day went over a specific tool. Every single day. So if you are struggling with subtract, you can go into the 30-day training, go to subtract, thanks to a very good friend and I'll say student. She helped me out a lot with it. We have the timestamps. So if you go into the description, the timestamps are there for these classes. So she went through it and she wrote all of the timestamps out for me. Okay. That was like, oh my God, she just saved my life with that. But I never did it live. And so many people have asked, like, when are you going to do it live? When are you going to do it live again? So it took some reflection. It took a lot of like, kind of, hearing and taking constructive criticism. And I said, you know what? it needs to be a full program. There needs to be a way for those who are brand new. It's one thing to, if I'm saying that I do my classes, right? I'm doing my classes so that I can teach hands on. If I just go and jump to just the design part and I never actually still teach the fundamentals live, I'm doing my audience a disservice. So there were a bunch of people from, we see it was in March. So from April 2022 up until now, we've had a lot of people purchase this course, this training. But I've never stuck to what my core is, right? Like I do classes to have the live experience. In my mind, I was like, but I did all the work. Like they can just go watch that. But I am seeing that I have people who definitely need, who would like to experience the same thing that those who signed up. Like if you're just introduced to me, you didn't even know I existed in March. I'm kind of cheating you out of the experience. So this year I decided to not quite bring it back fully, but to teach the basics, to set the foundation via live Zooms. And the first one is tonight at 6:30 p.m. So anybody that has signed up, whether you signed up in March, and even if you were there for the live experience, of course, you can still come, right? So anybody, it's on your dashboard. So whether you were from like after it was over with, if you signed up from April 2022 until January, what is the 5th, 2024, you are able to come in to this live session. This is the first one. We are going to meet weekly because I remember I can never do this 30 days in a row again. But we have 13 wonderful weeks together. And every week for the next 13 weeks, we will have a session where I'm going to be live and I'm going to break it down. And we're going to do the new and improved way of teaching. I do, we do, you do. I'm going to break down, like let's say for tracing, hey guys, okay, this is what it is. I'm going to go over that same example that I used in the original. Not tonight though. Tonight, we're just kind of refresher. We're going over pretty much where day one was, going over different features and things like that. But for 13 weeks, we're going to go through it really more like 10 weeks because those last couple of weeks, I want you guys to start to put it all together and do design. It's the same way we did in the 30-day challenge. Then I got it done in a month. It's going to take us 3 months. So for the first quarter of this year, we are going to deep dive into Silhouette Studio. Because guys, there really is no rush because you're going to forever be learning. You cannot ever learn anything. And I know that, some of you guys have a desire to have this business. You want to, like, if you could, you would just learn everything so that you can put it all into the business and make money. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And it's going to take getting proper training. In order for you to meet your goals and sustain those, you've got to have proper training. You have to give yourself time. You have to be willing to give yourself that 3 months to really, really learn so that you can freely design. And it all starts tonight. So even if you haven't signed up yet, this is your first time hearing about it. If you've heard me talk about it for the past almost 2 years now, and you have been so hesitant to pull that trigger to go ahead and enroll, because in your mind, it's like, I don't want to watch old content. I want to learn fresh. This is your opportunity. We're going to do it every other quarter. So I will be live doing 13 weeks for this quarter. I'll take a break for the second quarter. Third quarter of the year, we're going to basically do the same thing. It's not going to be any new content, almost like the same information I'm going to go over. Now, depending on who's in the room, it might be some different questions, but my foundation is going to be the same and using those same 3 months to go through all of the information and do it live. And we're just going to continue to do that, hopefully every single year. I don't feel like I need to redo the 30-day training. It has everything that you can possibly think of. Even with all of the changes from 4.3 to 4.5, it still has everything that you could possibly think of and need and want an understanding for Silhouette Studio. So I don't need to redo the whole thing. You need to watch it though. Even though we're going through 3 months, the first quarter and the third quarter, and like 13 weeks of going through like each part little by little, you're still going to get more value for setting time aside, being dedicated, being disciplined to go through those 30 days and actually print out the note guide and write notes for yourself. Get yourself a binder, write it out in a way that you are going to understand. But today is the day where it all starts over again in me doing what I absolutely love, and that is teaching Silhouette Studio from the bottom up. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we got 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's see. So if you already purchased it and you did not know that I was going back live, now you know. Head on over to your dashboard. You don't have to pay anything extra. There's no extra fee to be a part of these live Zooms. Just go to your dashboard. You're going to have, now, if you purchased it and you have never gone into the program, you are going to have to start at the top. You don't have to watch the videos, but there's like a welcome. You have to read through it, hit, I think it's like, it says like complete and continue. And then you have to do the next one, complete and continue. And then it will let you click on the Zoom to be able to like register and join. So if you purchased it, but you've never been in the dashboard, you're not going to be able to just click on that and just join the Zoom. You're going to have to click through the other ones. If you just click through it just to get to the Zoom, make sure that you go back because all the information is there, but I'm going to also go back over it in the live session. So I want to learn. Oh, socks. That is one of the reasons why I purchased my ink and paper from you. Awesome. So we did the socks. I don't think, things like that, I don't really feel like I need to put behind a paywall. Would it be nice to be able to get some compensation if people learn from it and it helped you master socks? Maybe send a love offering to the Cash App or to the PayPal or something like that, or maybe drop a super chat. That would be great. But something like that, I did teach, and I went through every part of it. It may take you some trial and error, but even if I, had a whole class for it, it still takes trial and error. So I don't know if I'll have any like Zoom type sessions where people are doing like socks or tumblers while I'm doing it. I know Terry asked about that. It's just that everybody's on different levels. Everybody doesn't have the same equipment. So sometimes it'll be like, I've tried it before. Like I did it with my foam board class and we were there for a lot, 10 hours. And we had to literally break it up into multiple days because everybody doesn't move at the same pace. And when you're sitting there kind of waiting and you're asking like, okay, is everyone done? Are we ready to move on? Some people were kind of maybe embarrassed because they weren't. So that one is kind of hard to do online versus doing it in person. I am trying to figure it out. I try to figure that out all the time, but maybe I will at some point have like a virtual, sock or sublimation class where I'm, doing the projects with the students, but not just yet. Haven't figured out the logistics. Alarm is set. Hey girl, hey creative, hey. I saw it, but I was thinking it was last week since my notifications are always late. No, it is tonight, January 5th. Hey. I'm not sure. So Make It and Learn does a 30-day to master I keep telling him I don't have I'm not sure what that means here. Well, we have a 30-day. You could definitely join. LaShonda, guess what I have on today? Oh, wait, no, I took it off. Oh man, I did take it off. I was actually about to wear that shirt. I didn't even bother to look at it. I did change it. I actually had that shirt on today because I had on a shirt that says compliment your small business. And I put it on and then there was a stain. I'm like, shoot, I have class tonight, so I can't wear this one. But I stood up as if I had it on. But that was actually the shirt that I was going to wear today. And I realized it had a stain on it. I'm like, dang it. I really wanted that. Really wanted to wear that shirt today. Hey. Hello. So much so to where I still thought I had it on. I'm so excited about being in the live Zoom because I don't know. I know I'm going to learn something new that I might have missed. Watch and practice. I have the course now and I've watched the Zoom. and I was not disappointed at all. Okay, I can continue to answer your questions by watching the playback because it feels like I'm in the live class. And that's the experience I really wanted. And that's what I was kind of banking on, right? I'm like, well, if they watch it, they can still feel like they're in the class. But I know that it's like when I have that question, they didn't have that opportunity to ask me the question that they had. So I wanted to open that door up again to where you guys can be in the Zoom. And it's a lot easier. You know, writing the text, like texting on the live videos back and forth it can take up a lot of time. But when you're able to like unmute, ask your question, I give your answer right back, you can respond. Like then you have dialogue, and it's a much better, like a much better experience in learning. I'm still running 4.4. So you suggest I upgrade to 4.5. There isn't a lot of difference between 4.4 and 4.5 as far as the way the program is set up. 4.5 was more so for those who are getting the Cameo 5. For me, none of the 4.4s worked on my system. So I never went to that one. So I went to 4.5 just to see, like, because they've done updates and things like that, will it work better for me? If you are on 4.4 and it is working for you, there's no need to update to anything else because nothing has changed. They have not added anything from the 4.4 to the 4.5 versions. Now, from 4.3, which is what I was using when I did the 30-day training, to 4.4, 4.5, there have been some changes. And that's one of the main things that we're going to go over tonight is what are those changes from, if you watch the first one, what are some of those changes? I think it's LaShonda. Was it you? I think you've mentioned that to me. When I was doing it in my version, right? There was a 4.4 version where the replicate tool did not look like my screen. It didn't have, I think, it was either the up and down or the slider. It was something. So that's the part that's kind of tricky with Silhouette Studio, depending on which version you use. Some of them had glitches that others did not. And I've been trying to like always just point out the glitches. If I teach you the things that are like standard, no matter which version you're in, it makes those glitches a little bit easier to kind of like work around. But I think that was LaShonda that told me that the replicate in her version that she was using once she finally did the 30-day, it was different than what it was on screen. So we're going to go over all of that tonight. I'm about to sign up. It is 103.65, guys. I know as a whole and making that one purchase, it can seem like a lot. But being the fact that you're not only going to get 30 days, but you're going to get 13 weeks. And if you still need more in Q3, guess what? You can come and join us for those 3 months. So you're making an investment. This is something where you technically will have access to continual education, not going beyond what's in there. But like if you ever needed to come to the live session, you need to start over, you can. So don't think that you're going to come to this and now, oh, well, I'm going to ask about chip bags and she's going to show me how to make a whole chip bag. No, we're not doing that. You got to join the design programs for that. But it's going to be an ongoing program for beginners to where you guys get to experience that learning live. It's almost like if you go to college, right? The instructor will teach from the book and they will tell you, you need to have this book so that I can teach you from this book. We're going to go from this passage. That's what you're basically purchasing. But in college, you got to pay for the class and you got to pay for the book. Here, you get the videos and you're still going to get the class. You're going to get the teaching. So it's 103.65. But when you break that down to how many days you're getting for the 30 days and now all of the extras, and you get access to the student union to be able to help you along the way, it is really priceless. It's worth way more than that $103. The 103 is quite, it's like right now, I don't have that in my account. I get it. I understand. You have the option of Sezzle. We do have that activated on our website. I want to say it breaks down to like 4 payments of $25, and you don't have to wait to pay that, right? To get access. Once you do it through Sezzle, you have to choose the one that's $115 because they charge us more when you're using Sezzle. So you have to do the one that's $115. You will get immediate access to it, but it allows you to break up the payments via Sezzle. Shop Pay also has that option where you can do Shop Pay, pay in 4 payments, and then PayPal, buy now, pay later. You can apply for that. The Sezzle and the Shop Pay, I'm not sure. I don't think you have to apply for anything, but I know the PayPal one you do. Oh, so you're busy. So you're going to be busy. Or you're going to purchase it. So you haven't purchased it yet. You're saying you don't have to wait until next quarter to purchase it. The 30-day training is available for you to purchase at any time. I recommend that you go through the videos even before you come to the Zoom sessions. That way you've kind of played around with it, and wherever there's like gray areas. Okay, I watched it. I'm trying to follow along. This is where I had a hiccup. This is where I got stuck. And then I can explain it to you. It works out so much better if you start to watch those videos beforehand. And that way, when I come in and I'm basically reinforcing it, right? I'm reviewing it. I'm doing a refresher. I'm going over it. And if you had questions, you can ask. So if you don't have it at all, and you need to, you have to kind of wait for it. I know, I understand that. But don't feel like you have to wait to the next quarter to enroll in it, because you're going to automatically get access to those first 30 days of training. And every single day we taught something. We had 2 days dedicated to tracing. The first day was general tracing. The second day was tracing detach. 2 days of point editing. We had a day dedicated to subtract and subtract all, a day dedicated to like compound paths and cropping, to weld and divide, a day for text, a day for text to path, a day for cropping pictures to text, or cropping to text. So everything is broken up. So don't feel like you have to wait until the next quarter to get it, because then you're going to kind of be behind. It's better if you get it beforehand. I just heard you say something about those of us who've previously brought classes. I missed it. It's not about previously buying any class. It's not I purchased this class, I'm going to get access to this live Zoom. It's only for those who have access, who've paid for Essentials to Silhouette Studio. You now have the first Zoom on your dashboard. The rest of them will be loaded with the calendar, and you're going to know the exact day that we are going to meet. So you'll get a refresher day that's going to be in the evening, and then we're going to have a study hall. Of course, that's going to be in the daytime. I cannot stay at nighttime every single day of the week, because my day starts early in the morning when I drop my kindergartner off to school. So if I go and I'm like up at 8 and I have to do every class in the evening, y'all got to pay me overtime. I don't think y'all really want to do that if I have to stay here late every night. So it'll be some evening sessions for the refresher, or maybe even some Saturdays, because I know even on weekdays in the evening, your schedules can be kind of tight. So it's going to be a mixture of a weekend day here or there. I gave up my weekend for almost 3 months straight. Like the entire fourth quarter, I had events or classes almost like every weekend. I can't do that anymore. So it'll be a mix. And then throughout the week, we will have study hall sessions. That's during the day. And it's strictly based off of your question. We get into the study hall and no one has questions. I'm not saying a word until a question comes up. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for you for doing the refresher course. Thank you so very much. You are welcome. The replicate tool was different. I knew it was you. It is so worth it. You will not be disappointed. Thank you guys for that. I'm so excited to learn all things silhouettes. I'm quite, and it just kind of cut off. Oh, I'm quite sure that it will help in all areas I'm lacking in. The replicate feature is confusing for me too. But no, hers, it wasn't necessarily like the tool itself being confusing. It was missing things that was on my screen compared to hers. Do you have DMAC? Do you have the 30-day training? Because I promise, if you haven't taken it, my replicate days, because I didn't even do that in one day. We did one day that focused on just the regular replicate. The second day was the advanced replicate tools. how to create 3D, like how you can use it to create 3D text effects and things of that nature, how to use it to not have to like individually replicate things using your like the you can dial in a number and it'll automatically like replicate it for you, whether it's going over, down, up, to the side, all sorts of things. So if it confuses you and you don't have the 30-day, I'm telling you, you want to get the 30-day training. I break down every single tool in detail. If you've ever experienced my lives here, y'all see that I have attention. What am she called it? She called it attention syndrome? I think that's what she calls it. I'm very, very detailed oriented. So the fact that I did not cram all of this stuff in 4 hours or 6 hours, and I broke each one up by like the individual tool, you get everything that you can possibly think of about that tool. Purchased it, and I'm an experienced user and purchased some challenges and learned stuff that I did not know. You won't be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for all of these live feedbacks and reviews. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Professor Shakia, you are the best. Thank you again. You are very welcome. I had a question for you about the shadow tools, but it was answered in the banner part of the Complement Your Small Business course. You seem to answer our questions before we ask them. I've been told that a couple of times, and that's something too, right? If you stick with me, you'll never go hungry again. One of my favorite movies. But I'm telling you, the classes, like if you've ever taken any of the classes with me, it'll help you more and more like connect the dots. Terry told me that when she took the design challenges, she's like, seeing this kind of like repetition, like I'm seeing it over and over and over again. Taking the design challenges made her basically do the steps over and over and over again. All too often we see a tutorial and we'll do it, we'll follow it, and we never go back to that again. Or we'll do a design, right? You're designing for a graduation, you're designing for a birthday. You did all this stuff and it's like, man, like, oh my God, this took me forever. It took me 2 hours, 3 hours. But you never go back and try it again and see if now through new lenses, like through new understanding, can I get this done faster? Or are you going to maybe fear ever doing a design like that again? Because you're going to be like, okay, last time I did that, it took forever. And you don't know how, you're not really truly seeing how much you've progressed. So it's like repetition, 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 repetition. And that's what I like to do in the design classes. A lot of times it's the same steps. Like, truth be told, when it comes to designing, a lot of it is the same exact steps, just kind of sort of in different ways, using the same tools, but they can, depending on what you're like, the elements, it gives you a different look. But what's the word? Quiet as it's kept. There we go. It's the same, but it's the repetition. Like keep doing it, keep doing it. So when you're taking multiple classes, and I try and keep them very affordable. If you can catch them when they're on sale, you better take advantage of them. I had someone that got $600 worth of courses. It's like, look, these are 50% off. I know that, even if it was just one that was $300, if I can get more, like no bull crap. She purchased $600 worth of courses or classes when we had the 50% off sale. So it was a $300 sale, but that lets me know that she knew that there was value in what I teach. Oh, okay. So review it and join us tonight. If you have some free time tonight, we're starting in like 10 minutes. Actually, I need to actually open up the room. We're starting in about 10 minutes. Join us tonight. Whatever that was confusing about you, maybe, we can, when we have the open Q&A, I am going to answer like some general, like kind of like all over the type questions, but we have a plan for tonight, but we always do a Q&A. And at the end, it will be kind of an open Q&A. So join us tonight and ask your questions about the Replicate tool. Jesse, really? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen you since the Photoshop one. Thank you so very much. That's your movie. So true. There's no substitution for practice, and which gives you the repetitive enforcement. The professor's challenges are great for that. So the Zoom link is on your dashboard. If you are enrolled, so I'll go to it and Man, what did I do with that? Hold on. I think I got to go to my screenshot. Pictures, screenshots. Okay. Present arms. Order arms, but present screen. So when you go, I know it's kind of small. Maybe if let me do like this and then okay. So when you go into your dashboard for 30 days, so you have the welcome here. You have to click. You don't check here. See, the check is in the wrong spot. I just highlighted it. So you're going to click where it says live Zoom sessions, and then you're going to click. You're going to click here. This is going to show you this screen, and mine says start meeting in Zoom. Yours will say join the meeting. That's how you access it. You have to go through your dashboard. Anybody that has access, if you have 30-day training on your dashboard, if you've never gone into it, you have to click on the first one at the bottom. You see where it says complete and continue. You're going to have to do that on these two. And then I purposely moved it up. So after you complete those, it should let you just go to this one. If it doesn't, for some reason, I might have this set to prerequisite. Click on this, hit complete and continue, and then go back. But I'm going to probably try and correct it right before I go live, just in case it's confusing for some. Because I don't remember if this is set to prerequisite. Basically, if it's a prerequisite, I'm trying to keep people from skipping ahead. So I'm like, I want you to absolutely click on this one before you access anything else. So that's where you get your Zoom link from, okay? I got my seat in the Zoom already. I'm not going to be in the overflow section. Okay, I'm ready and so excited to join. Shakia is the GOAT of silhouette, very detailed. I need to catch up on my classes. So much information. I'm going to do better this year and really get into it. Thanks for what you do in the streets. All right, y'all, I got 6 minutes. I got to get this live Zoom started because actually the room is supposed to be open right now. So I'm about to grab my laptop and get into the Zoom. But if you have a desire, trust me, it's not a sales pitch when I say this. You want to make money. Even something as simple as truly understanding how to properly size a pre-made design. You need that in order to make your life easier. Getting proper training, whether it's through me or if you feel like somebody else will be able to help you to get there. If you decide that, hey, I think for me, I can learn from YouTube videos. I don't need to have, someone break it down for me in detail. Just make sure that you are watching these videos and you're still taking notes. Keeping really, really good notes that you can refer back to, because sometimes you might forget. Write down the video. Maybe if you have the notepad, for your Mac, was it Good Notes for an iMac? And if you have, not an iMac, Apple products, and then we just have notes with the Samsung, it's just called notes. Copy those links to those videos. Put them where, you can click on a hyperlink. Write it down in a notebook so that you know the title, the person, the channel that you learn from. You're going to need to do that. The older we get, the more that we're going to forget things. So even if it's not my classes, please, guys, invest in some training that's going to help you cut through, they say, the red tape. It's going to help you. I don't like to use the word cut corners, but you will reach your goals a whole lot faster than doing it by yourself. I can guarantee you that. If you were able to somehow come up with the money to pay for your printer, to pay for your blanks, to pay for your paper, all of these things, proper training is just as valuable, and it is not a want, it becomes a need in order for you to really make money. Anybody that has taken my classes and they've really applied it, I can guarantee you I guess it's in body language when people say you can't do this. So I can guarantee you, it's just natural. Like, that's weird. It's natural to do that. Like, I can guarantee you. They always say your mouth is saying something, but your head is saying no. That kind of constitute a lie. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I promise you, it's not. That's just so weird that my head naturally went like this. But I can guarantee you, you will see a return on your investment because you're going to be able to design faster and you're spending less time on those non-money making tasks, especially if you're not charging a design fee. And when you're spending more time trying to figure out the program, that's counterproductive. So invest in education, whether it's through a class of mine. If mine are too expensive for you, can't swing it, somebody maybe at least try them out. Maybe there's something that they can offer you in a class that might be a little less expensive than mine if mine isn't working for you. But I can guarantee you, I moved my head the right way that time. I can guarantee you that my trainings and how detailed I am, you can do nothing but learn, grow, excel, and reach your goals faster. It is absolutely 1000% worth the investment. You're paying $100 to be able to learn the skills that can make you not even like 2 times an amount, because that's not worth it. If you invest $100 and all you can make back is 200, it's not worth it. If you apply it, you have a true desire to really do this and you want to make money, you are going to not even, I won't even say 10 times. Let's say anywhere from 10 to 10 times over, 15, 20, 50 times over. On average, a shirt can cost, like, you can charge like $25 for that. I mean, just in 4 shirts, you can basically pay for this class. So if your desire is only to sell 4 shirts this entire year, then it's not going to be worth it for you to make 4 shirts that you're selling at $25. But if you learn it and you can produce it faster, you're going to be able to do 4 shirts a day, design 4 shirts a week. You know, if you were only doing 1 shirt a month, having 4 shirts every single month and being able to create designs, I'm telling you, it's worth way more than $103 or $115 if you're using Sezzle. But hey, if you don't believe me, at least try out the design challenges. You want to see how I teach? Try out the design challenges, apply that to a design or to apply that to something that you are wanting to do, and see if that $5.63 investment turns into $500. All right. Let's see. I have a remarkable, I can't see that emoji, girl. I'm guessing it's supposed to be an iPhone. That is what I use, or it just says remarkable. I don't know what the other was. That is what I use for notes for my business. Facts, quality over value, greetings. And that. All right, y'all. It is officially 6:30. I gotta go. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.